Good morning, class 9. Okay, in my last class, I have finished your economics lesson 1. Now, today, I'll start political science lesson 2. Now, political science is quite known subject to you because last year you have gone through civics. This is the uh, formatted version of civics, you can see. Okay, something which is discussed in a very vast quantity or in a more amount which has already been discussed to you. Okay, in till class 8, the part which has been calculated as civics, now it is calculated as political science. Okay, so let's start. Let's see what is the first lesson of yours all. Achha, your first lesson is democracy in the contemporary world. Now, what is democracy? Democracy, you must have gone through in your last year that democracy is a government which is by the people, of the people, and for the people. The government which is being constructed by people, which is controlled through the people, and which works in support of the common people. Right? So now, how this democracy works in our contemporary world. Now, what is a contemporary world? Contemporary world means something which is complicated, something where not everything is very simple. সোজা সাপটা কোনো জিনিস নয়, একটু ঘোরানো ফেরানো, একটু খটোমটো, you can say like that. So in this lesson, two tales of democracy has been mentioned. Some people, some famous people, their sayings, how much it is applicable, and they have given those those definitions rather regarding politics on what basis, that is also discussed in this lesson. Now, first part is two tales of democracy. I hope you all have got the book still now. So I'm just going through the lesson, trying to explain each and every part. Now, you all have to go through the lesson definitely because it's a huge chapter. And NCERT books, it is everything, each and every minute things that get given in big and vast detail. You have to go through that. So let's start. Workers of my homeland, I have faith in Chile and its future. Chile country. Chileans, countrymen, were overcome this dark and bitter moment when treason became dominant control, under the control of someone. You must never forget that sooner rather than later, the grand avenues will be opened where free women will march on to build a better society. Long live Chile, long live the people, long live the workers. These are my last words, and I have certainty that my sacrifice will not be in vain. I have certainty that at the least I'll be a moral lesson to castigate felony, cowardice, and treason. Achha. These are the speeches of Salvador Allende, pronounced in Ande. He was then the president of Chile. Chile is the name of a country, as I have just now told you, and the Chileans are the countrymen who live in Chile or Chile, whatever. So, this president of Chile, that is in South America, very unknown country. Okay, the speech was given on the morning of 11th September 1973, the day this government was overthrown by military. Overthrown, সরিয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছিল. This government was totally removed from its position on this date, 11th September in the year 1973. Okay, so this president has worked a lot. He has given his some golden views, his some golden conceptions, his some golden calculations to the people of this country, and he believes that his views, his opinions, his teachings, or his trying of molding the mind and sense of the people of the country will not go in vain. That will be in work, and people will definitely work or follow those notions or the principles, the ethics which he has given to his countrymen. And so he was very positive. Allende was the founder leader of the Socialist Party of Chile and led the Popular Unity Coalition. Clash. Coalition, clash. But here, coalition means combination. Coalition means combination. দুটো জিনিস যখন combined হয়ে যায়, that is coalition. দুটো জিনিস যখন combined হয়ে যায়. When we make something which is by mixture of two, but of some different views, that is also called coalition. Acha. The Popular Unity Coalition to victory in the presidential election in 1970. Now, this is Allende was the founder leader of the Socialist Party of Chile, and he tried to build up a unity among the coalition of the people residing in the country. See, if we are less united, we will not be able to prove or implement something in our country. Implement something, say, for any change that can be a positive change, that can be a negative change, whatever it is. But whenever you are trying to give something new, some new look, some new procedure, or make the people accustomed or bound to follow up some new principles of life, then you have to say that I am not the only person who is telling this. We are telling this. আমরা সবাই বলছি. Then only people will convince, okay, এতগুলো লোক যখন বলছে, then there must be some positive sign. সেই জন্য unity is a very important point which is highly required to implement something in any country. Okay. Allende had taken several policy decisions to help the poor and the workers. Now, workers are the junior most section of the society, and they are already getting depleted or departed or deprived of what actually they should get. যেটা পাওয়া উচিত তার থেকে সবসময় তাদের বিরত রাখা হয়. লোয়ার ক্লাস এত গুরুত্ব কেউ দেয় না. But we dearly or rarely believe that these are the basics of our society. Base of our society. একটা বিল্ডিংয়ের ভিত যদি কাঁচা হয়, তাহলে বিল্ডিং কোনোদিন স্ট্রংলি দাঁড়ায় না. আর আমরা বোকার মতন ভিতটাকেই কাঁচা রেখে দিই, দিয়ে তার উপর ইমারত তোলার চেষ্টা করি. But it never does. The policy or the theme doesn't go through. Finally, after a certain time, the building will go to its ruining state. Anyways, these included reform of the educational system, free milk for children, and redistribution of land to the landless farmers. Now, when worker section of the society, that is the lowest section of the society, needs a grooming or gets a grooming, then the main thing which should be kept in mind is their health, education, economical strength, and their source of income. Health, bhalo khabar. Education, good educational backup. Third, economical strength, so that they can earn something. Their earnings should be at the level. And fourth, source of income, যার মাধ্যম দিয়ে তারা রোজগারটা করবে. এডুকেশন সিস্টেম মানে পাড়ার চারটে ছেলেকে পড়তে পাঠিয়ে দিলাম, মেয়েদের বাড়ির কাজে লাগিয়ে দিলাম. This is not the educational system. Educational system means where there is equal distribution or equal outlook towards the boys and girls of the society. The girls will also be provided the same facilities, same procedures, same methods of getting themselves educated and make themselves fit for the future. Okay, so he was opposed to foreign companies taking away natural resources like copper from the country. So he also told other companies or requested the foreign companies not to take away the main resources of the country, so that the people can carry out their living on basing on that. The landlords, the rich, and the church opposed his policies. Some other political parties in Chile also opposed his government. Some people were there who supported because they could realize the positive side of this uh, phenomena, process, thinking, whatever you want to say, you can say. And but some other who found that these things doesn't matter a lot to me. Rather, in the other outlook, we can say, if these things are going to be implemented in the society, then I'm going to lose my position. So it's better to oppose. So they opposed. Then, military coup of 1973. So this much part is clear. So who was Allende? Why was this speech given? What was the reason that I have cleared out? So let's come to the second topic. Military coup of 1973. On the morning of 11th September 1973, the military took over the seaport. The defense minister was arrested by the military when he arrived at his office. The military commanders asked the president to resign, as already mentioned earlier, that was the last day of president's rule because military was going to take full control on Chile. Allende refused to resign or leave the country, but realizing the danger to the country and to his life, he addressed the people on the radio, part of which we read in the beginning. Then, the military surrounded the president's house and started bombing it. President Allende died in the military attack. Now, a very pathetic situation. You need to understand something, my dear. When you are holding a position, it can be at any place. It can be in office, it can be in your home, it can be in your any professional area, it can be in your friend circle, wherever. When you are having a specific position, a dignified identity, and suddenly when somebody tells you, leave, leave your identity and resume from here. Leave your identity and get yourself removed from the specific area, position, class, society, your job, blah blah blah, and so many all things are there. How do you feel? We feel like we have lost everything in life. There is a very big saying in English that if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. It can be regained. If health is lost, nothing is lost. It can be regained. But if character is lost, everything is lost because it cannot be regained. So, losing the character doesn't mean that you have to do or commit something nuisance. Losing a character means you have to leave the position. The position which you wear, uh, which you wear the identification of. People used to know you through this name of being a president. How does it feel then somebody tells you just get out from the house, leave it? You feel no, I cannot do that. It doesn't suits my personality. It doesn't suits my identification. Till now I am the president. I have not yet resigned. So the moment I have not resigned, that moment, till that moment, I am remaining in my own position. I'll die remaining in that position itself. And that Allende did. He remained in his position. He did not resign. There was bomb blasting in his house because military were asking him to leave out, come out from the home. He was not coming out, and so he died over there, remaining the president itself. President Allende died in the military attack. This was the sacrifice he was talking about in his last speech. A government elected by people was overthrown by the military through conspiracy and violence. অন্যায়ভাবে অত্যাচারিত হয়ে প্রেসিডেন্সিয়াল গভর্নমেন্টকে রিমুভ করে দেওয়া হলো অ্যান্ড মিলিটারি ওয়াজ ফোর্সড and military took the control. What took place in Chile on 11 September 1973 was a military coup attack. General Augusto Pinochet, an army general, led the coup. The government of the United States of America was unhappy with Allende's rule and is known to have supported by funded activities that led to the coup. Pinochet became the president of the country and ruled it for next 17 years. From a government that was elected by the people, the power shifted to the military officers. They could do as they wished and no one could question them. So, what was the conspiracy all about? It was the conspiracy that military were not happy, or rather, Americans were not happy. The government of US were not happy with the decision of Allende, some of his decisions of Allende. And so what they did, they forced the military coup to shift the presidential government and take hold of Chile. And finally it happened. They removed they removed the president very soon in a very brutal way. They removed the president and finally their general Pinochet, he became the controller of the country. And you know pretty well that when military works, army works, no one is there to question them. Why are you doing? What are you doing? What is the reason? Give the clarification. No one is going to ask that. And that was an autocratic rule. Pinochet's government tortured and killed several of those who supported Allende and those who wanted democracy to be restored. See, ruling a country doesn't mean torturing the people. We should always keep in mind country is made with the love, care, respect of the people itself. When there is no respect and love and care towards the people of the country, then what is the need of the government over there? Facilities, supportiveness, responsibilities, everything will come later. First, people need to know how much careful you are towards them. Right? And so, Pinochet proved that he is very seldom careful. Very seldom. Because he was much more interested in securing his position, in ruling out the country, whether brutally or harshly. Who cares? These included General Albert Bachelet of the Chilean Air Force and many other officers who refused to join the coup. General Bachelet's wife and daughter were put in prison and tortured. More than 3,000 people were killed by the military. Many more were reported missing. No one knows what happened to them. So, presidential rule was removed. People got to led their life under military control, under the control of Pinochet, in place of Allende, who was quite careful, supportive towards the common people of the country. Pinochet was brutal, shrewd, torturous, even he killed many people. He also imposed General Bachelet for following his rules and regulations, but he denied. And as because he denied, his wife and his offspring were tortured, highly tortured. His offspring was his daughter. They were kept under prison and brutally tortured. Many people left the country. They were forced to leave. Missing complaints are also there, but no one knows where have they gone. Very brutal story. Anyways, we have to go through the lesson. So, till our next session, I'll stop over here. Just go through these two pages I hope you will understand. Simple but touchy story. I'll recontinue your chapter from restoration of democracy. Till then, be healthy, be happy, take care of yourself. Bye bye.